always wanted to be a minister, but by virtue of my family, my mother was in business and Andrew Davis, my father was in business. I ended up then having to carry this desire for ministry, but this burden for business all at the same time. And so eventually those two merged together when I became a full-time pastor. I started an organization called Building Our Own Community. Building Our Own Community was not so much focused on brick and mortar. Technically, is the developing of a healthy community. Book in New Zion provides this entire community with an opportunity to see that this is how the Black community can come together to deal with and address and redress its social ills. This is a program that does work with Department of Children and Family Services, the state of Illinois. We have a contract to provide family advocacy services for the families that are a part of our community. We also then have Bookbotics. And outside of that, the book organization is engaged in creating opportunities for young people to be exposed to professionals.
There's a great feeling of camaraderie and family and fellowship when we look at the Joseph Storehouse, for example. The Joseph Storehouse serves hundreds of thousands of individuals and families every year. And so watching individuals come in need, or they're not so much in need, receive food and fellowship is beyond my measures regarding doing God's will, God's work, and just connecting with community. So when we hear the thank yous and the applause, which is somewhat immediate feedback regarding to the work that we do, it's so fulfilling, because we know outside of what we feel, but getting the confirmation from the clients that we're doing a great service for them as they say, thank you, we appreciate this. I didn't know this information before. I feel more equipped to come and be a better parent, for example, and we thank you for that. It's an awesome feeling.
We've been able to change literally thousands of lives in the book organization. Many things and innovations that we've been engaged in book is from our listening to community, looking at best practices, and recognizing what is out there that can assist our community. And in this case, when it comes down to robotics, we did our research, and Lanice Thomas Flagg, who was a minister at the church, but also a person who has worked with book for many years, did her research on STEM and people who are successful in STEM, and came to the conclusion that young people who are engaged in robotics do much better in STEM courses than children who don't.
In the beginning, we had to raise $750 to get our first kit. After we raised the money to get our first kit, then we realized we had to raise another $250 to register with the national program, and then we needed another $250 to register with the state program. First Robotics has been very gracious in helping us to get a lot of those funds in. But other than that, we just had the buy-in from the parents and the people in the community to get started. And now we have a program, and our robot is valued at over $1,500, and we're still adding on to it.
It's great knowing that you actually have an opinion, because we're teenagers. People think, oh, they just gonna make something stupid. No, we have to listen. We gotta see if this is all right. We gotta check if this is okay with everybody. See if everybody's gonna approve of this. See if Miss Anita's gonna approve of this. See if it's doable. You can really open up doors just by doing this.
I think this is gonna help career-wise too, because I could probably get a job like as an engineer or something like that, because they'll know I'm good at repairing, problem solving, stuff like that because of the robot.
I wanted to be known for something else other than sports. I do basketball and football, but I want to be known as not another black jock, but I want to be known as a smart person, problem solver.
Good thing is duplication is our goal. We're just ready to expand and allow other people to benefit from robotics in our community. We have quite a few kids that are doing phenomenal things, and they were exposed to robotics while they were in high school, and several kids are in college now that are still involved in engineering and are doing things. I mean, traveling overseas to study and do work, spending REU programs in California, in Boston. You know, just great things are happening for the kids that have been a part of this program, and I'm looking forward to having many more success stories. The future of this program is to have multiple sites where we can have robotics accessible to kids who might not necessarily be able to make it to Dalton. The future of the program, we want to be able to reach south side of Chicago. We want to be able to be in Markham. We want to be able to be in Harvey. We want to be able to be in Chicago Heights and Matson and all of those communities that are around that have robotics programs. But we want them to understand that this program is one that focuses on the social interaction of our youth so that they'll be successful in their careers when they become adults.
Book has his finger on the pulse of community and what community needs. If we're able to have the philanthropic support to get Level Up Learning going, to get our daycares going, to get to actually exponentiate the work for the robotics, there would be so many children and then so many families who would benefit from what Book is doing. Having seen the Book organization survive, not off of large donations and contracts, but from the sacrificial giving of people who have been supporting Book throughout the years, we can't say thank you enough. Had it not been for their support and had it not been for them giving sacrificially, we don't know what we would have been able to do. And there's so many families and children who would be in a desperate situation to this day. So I would really like to thank those who have participated in the Images of Amani benefit galas, those who have just sent checks in the mail and said, I heard what you were doing and I heard about this organization and just decided to send this through your website. For all of those people, I can't thank them enough because they are the reason why we're still here today, still doing services for the community so that the community might be able to grow and flourish and thrive. And we do it because of that philanthropic heart of people who say, this might be a small offering, but we're giving it to you anyway, and they have no idea how large that has been in our eyes. Every dollar has counted. Every dollar has been used to make sure that it goes towards the program and not towards administration. It's been directly used for the services that we've provided, and that's why we're still here.